there seem to be a reasonable amount of chatter around Asrt stocks. Some market participants are hoping and pointing out that it will be the next one of the next stocks to be short squeezed, and there are some of that they are pointing out that its short interest is around 30%, but we have only seen 12%. What we know for sure is that on its daily chart, that the probability that it will spike to this 1.27 projection is around 4.194%. This is based on past data, using the averages of its past moving averages, and the averages of its past and present standard deviations. We were able to determine a projection of 4.94%. I think probably the reason why we are seeing this sort of high probability is because of it was doing well before. Not very long ago, it was trading at higher prices. Maybe because of that, statistically, based on its past, you can say that it's the probability that it can spike to such levels is quite realistic, and that is also the case with its 1.55 projection, $1.55 projection. The probability that it will get there is around 4.194. On this 1.27, the probability is 94.68%. 94.68%. For this 1.55, it's 74.19%. Probability that it will not get to 1.55 is 25.84. Okay, so the probability that it will not get to 1.27 is 5.32%. So if you have a look at its weekly chart, let's see its weekly chart. We have equally looked at a couple of projections there. We have let's see whether we can blow it up a bit more. We have a couple of projections there. We have 2.14. Yeah, we have 2.14. 2.14. Where is it? 2.14 is somewhere around here. Let's see, 2.14. I think it's this or this. 2.14. The probability that it will get there is statistically, based on what has happened before, is 84.6%. The probability that it will not get there is 15.4%. And then we have the most upper projection on this weekly chart, which is no, that's not the most upper projection. We have this projection of 4.34. We have that the probability that it will get there is 26.08%. So I think it makes sense. It shouldn't for 4.34, it shouldn't be a very high probability. So it's around 26.08%, and the probability that it will not get to 4.34 is 73.92%. But all of these are based on past data. We used especially on this weekly chart, we found the 10-day average of we found past and present 10-day moving averages, and we found the average, and we did the same as well with its standard deviation. And then in the case of this, they obtained the average of its standard of its 10-day moving average, 10-week moving average. We subtracted it from the current price, the projection of 4.34 or 2.14, as the case may be. When you do that, this is where you do it. We use this chart to do that. So you can see the case of 4.34. So this is the average. This is the average we obtained. The average, we used 5 past moving averages. 5 past moving averages. I think that's a reasonable amount. That's a reasonable number. And then we subtracted it from this projection of 4.34, and this is also standard deviation, also out of 5 standard deviations based on what all of these are. These standard deviations are aligned to the moving averages we also have here. So that's how we obtained the probability of 26.08% that it will get to 4.34, and the probability of 73.921% that it will not get there. So okay, let's get back to its 1 day chart and see. Let's see here. We can try and see whether we can obtain the standard, the probability that this, okay, well, it's not really trending now, so maybe we just need to forget it. So we're just going to stick with the probabilities we obtained. But this is what's going on here. This is the chart we have been talking about a lot. This is not is not the only post concerning this post has been posted a lot on you can see. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. A lot of reposting in that as it concerns this piece. You can see here they're saying here current price 0.94. It wasn't, this is not even the freshest. The freshest is 0.96, 0.99. So let's say let's say short interest 31.7%. We have actually seen 12%. They're saying it's a prime short squeeze candidate. Top is amongst they're saying it's a top short squeeze candidate. J&M rank Assertio as their third ranked short squeeze candidate for the summer of 2024 with 2000% upside potential. And the J&M believed that with increased visibility and trading volume, Asrt is poised to become a multi-bagger winner. So, but the more popular it becomes, there's a good chance that it would just be a day trade, a very short term play. So if you're really gonna get involved with ASRT, and if it begins to spike, then there's just tighten your belt, get in, and if you see anything, get out. In the very short term, it may become a meme stock. May become a meme stock, and what you do with a meme stock is take what you've gotten and come back some other time. So you can see a lot of it's pretty much the same posting, the same people are reposting it. Here on the stock tweets, they're reposting it. They really want the stock to spike. They really want it to spike. Yeah, some are posting fundamentals concerning it as well. You see, it's they're really pushing it out there. They're really doing so, and it may well become popular. I don't exactly know what that J&M means or where it is. So let's see here. This was as of Friday. They're saying inverted head and shoulder pattern is detected in the day chart. We retest the neckline at 1.3 around July before the next ER buying opportunity around 0.89. Okay, so we already have a probability that it will get to 1.27. Yes, so it's pretty much in line with what Hannah H is saying here. 1.27 upper projection. 1.27 upper projection. We determined that the probability that it will get there is 94.68%. That's sounds really very high, but it's just all of these are, like I said, it's based on what happened in the past. They using the past moving averages, and that's how we determined this 94.68% probability that it will spike up. So let's have a look at its 45-minute chart and see the sort of projections we have there. On the 45-minute chart, we have 1.05. We have it has this resistance at 1.23. Okay, let's have a look elsewhere and see what we can see. Let's get the 5-minute chart. Let's see. We have 1.01. Yeah, this is it was on the move up, but just when the market closed. Yeah, so just have a look and see what you make of ASRT. Yeah, it has a decent amount of following here on stocktwits, 16,371. Yeah, what are the odds that it's gonna spike? Statistically, it looks very high. But anything more than anything. I think anything more than I did not calculate anything more than $2.14. I didn't calculate the probability of it getting to such levels, but 2.14 on its weekly chart is 84.6%. That's the probability that it will get there. But these are just my own our own calculations. I'm a bit skeptical about that as well, because they all have very high probabilities. But I know why they have those very high probabilities. That it's because you can see it has, this is a stock that is it has a past it has its previous prices are very high, were high. The previous prices were high, and the previous moving averages were equally high. Previous standard deviations were equally high. So if you want to do that, if you want to use the previous records, then there's a good chance this is what you're still going to obtain. So just once again, just have a look and see what you make of ASRT stock. And thank you very much for watching this video.